Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of should people be able to explicitly say how their taxes should be spent? Well, it's a little bit difficult, I'll say, to answer this because the thing is that we live in at least most people will live in cities, most people will live in places where there's laws and rules and all that stuff. And kind of a contract or something that we haven't really signed officially, but if you're living in a specific city or in a specific country and stuff, you've kind of accepted the fact through residence that you're going to be part of this community. And once you're part of this community, you have to abide the taxes of the place that you're at. And within that, there's a bunch of rules, there's a bunch of laws, there's a bunch of ways that the law is enforced, that things are allowed, not allowed, varying from place to place. So those are things that already by living in that place, in that region, you kind of say, okay, I'm a resident of this place. Well, that is what I have accepted. So those are already laws that you can look at, and if you don't like them, you're pretty much free to go somewhere else, except if you come from a third world country. But already that, you know that a lot of taxes will be used in the way that the country or place that you're from is already doing. So that's already a big chunk of it. So that's something to take in mind. Secondly, most people will not actually go through law books, or they won't go through, they wouldn't want to go through thousands and thousands of papers. And we have politicians and stuff because they make laws for us, and that's why we have the right to vote for certain things and all that stuff. And because of that, we do have a certain choice to a certain extent on how some of our taxes are being used. But of course, knowing 100% exactly how everything will be used, it's just impossible with the millions of people, and also the fact that most people are just lazy to actually really be looking at that stuff. And yeah, it would be nice if we could theoretically go on these things and say, I want my taxes to be used more for this or that. But in the end, it wouldn't make too much of a difference really, because 90% of people or more would not say where they want their taxes to be used. So your chunk of the money of taxes would be used in, let's say, education, because you selected, I want everything to go to education. But then since 95% of people would not really say where their taxes would be used in, well, their taxes would be used in the other things. So in the end, the amount of money that the government would receive would be the same. The only way that it would actually make sense would be if everybody chose where things would go. But again, that's where at least we're able to vote on some things. But then sometimes the rules or the laws that are trying to be passed are maybe not written in a proper way where the people who just are looking through them really fast would understand everything 100%. So sometimes laws are phrased in such a way that they pass and then they're actually not the law that people were thinking that they were going to get. And that's also kind of sad. But hey, at least we have a possibility always in this world to basically, if you want to, go into politics and all that, and then we can actually make even more changes. And I do think if people have or go on social media and they're able to communicate things better, they can share their thoughts more. And maybe it's not as important where the taxes at the current moment are being spent, because maybe you're able to convince people to, through the power of numbers, change things. So that's it. That's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.